Welcome to Chaos to Clarity, where we discuss healing trauma with godly guidelines. I'm your host, John. Today's episode is going to mainly be geared towards Gen X women, okay? But it can also help some fellas out there with their women, maybe understanding, some of the things that are going on with us. Hormones and emotional regulation. So, our hormones act as a chemical messenger that influences emotions and mental health by interacting with neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine. That's the official meaning of hormones, okay? Well, I just celebrated my 48th birthday. My perimenopause hormones and mood swings, or over here like a whole trapeze act at the circus. Okay. Hot, cold, all over the place. And if you're a Gen X lady, then you already know what's going on. Let's face it. Your emotions are probably doing the same thing as the hot flashes and the mood. Okay. I've been trying to work on healing, digging, unpacking, whatever you want to call it, over the last couple of years, lowering my stress, lowering my cortisone levels. That happens after being anxious and overly stressed, throughout your life. So trying to deal with those things. Well, whoop, in comes this change before the change thing. Okay. And I'm like, all right, Lord, I need you to help me stay sane during all of this because I'm trying to deal with past things that happened to me. And then I got all this new stuff going on, like emotionally and mentally, because of the hormone stuff. Okay. This is really not easy, y'all. It feels awful. I get emotional, I get super irritated, and it's like I try to pause a few minutes before I react because we all know your girl can get unhinged quick, like fly off the handle, like there was never no screws holding it together in the first place. But thank you, Jesus, for grace, for wisdom, and other people who have dealt with this before me and that can give me some advice on this particular part of life. And that can help the rest of us to deal with it. Learning what causes us to be triggered, especially when we're in an emotional state and our hormones are all over the place, could be grief, extra stress, just things that are happening in life. Just remember to be kind to yourself. It's okay to be nervous. It's okay to be a little emotional or whatever, but you just can't let your emotions run your life. We all learned that that wasn't a good thing. And we probably already have scenarios that we know it's not a good thing to let your emotional state run your life because our emotions are not always what's true. Okay. I've been practicing a pause before I speak or before I react, especially when I'm feeling extra emotional or my hormones are all over the place because I'm going to probably say something that I'm going to regret. I've been doing some breathing exercises, just inhale, exhale, like kind of calm myself down. Or another thing that I've been doing is I've been putting my hands on each side of my face. My hands are normally cold, so it helps me to kind of cool off, literally, and to calm down. And I just keep telling myself, just relax. It's gonna be okay. It's just a little moment in time. It's not that big of a deal. Okay. Those internal self talks that we have to sometimes have, which I do this very, very often to myself. This is where this verse really and truly comes into play in my life personally. 2 Corinthians 10:5. It says to take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ. Having self control, we learned, was one of the fruits of the Spirit by managing our emotion and our impulsive thoughts. We can't be Christ like if we go and slap off on everybody every day in our life based on our emotions, our hormonal mood swings, whatever in the world is going on with us. Okay, I know our hormones are all over the place like a roller coaster. But let's remember to take a moment to calm down, to cool off, literally and mentally. Respond with grace and love so that others are still going to want to be around us whenever we're done with all this change change of the season, we'll call it, for women of our age. Okay. I'm going to help you guys along the way. There's plenty of other people out there who would be glad to help you. Just reach out. We do not have to do this alone. Some more references can be found in Galatians 5:16 through 17, Hebrews 4:15, and Psalm 139:14. Until next time, friends.